So this is a really big story that I feel like this one flew under people's radars. But like I said, I've been reading. I've been trying to keep up. I've been saving articles for stuff to talk about. I feel like I didn't really see too many people on the timeline talk about this one, but I'm bringing it up to make y'all aware. EA, Electronic Arts, is apparently exploring the idea of in-game ads in traditional AAA games. Third-party video game giant Electronic Arts has had its earnings call this week, and CEO Andrew Wilson, now remember in my video I told y'all, stop getting mad at these developers and start learning these names and looking them up on social media so you can voice your keep it respectful, but learn who you need to voice your concerns to. Was asked about the possibility of a dynamic ad insertion across more traditional AAA games. The idea is supposedly already being explored, but it's still early on that front, and the company will be very thoughtful about the implementation, assuming it goes ahead with something like this. We have teams internally in the company right now looking at how we do very thoughtful implementations inside of our game experiences. Translation, how we can maximize our profit. While EA already technically has ads in select titles in live service games, like EA Sports FC 24, I didn't even know that. Damn, you niggas playing FIFA? Y'all buying so many card packs? I don't even see nobody talking. Y'all didn't even notice the ads in the game. They snuck this. Did anybody who plays FIFA? Because this is the new FIFA. This is what they call it now. I'm still calling it FIFA. Whatever. I didn't even know they did this year. That's crazy. These latest comments from the company's CEO has once again focused on personalized dynamic ad insertion paired with more traditional game experiences. You knew about it. You should have warned us, man. You should have warned us like Barry Allen. Come back, like go travel through time and tell us. In the same response, Wilson voiced his thoughts about advertising IP beyond games. Translation, not only are we looking into advertising other EA games inside of our EA games, we're also thinking about advertising beer, sex toys, TV shows, anything you can think of. Translation, anybody willing to pay for a billboard inside of Anthem, you can get it if the price is right. Referencing the games industry's recent success on the film and television front. Oh my God. Freaking, this is ridiculous. And you know what makes this really ridiculous too? Ads have been a thing in gaming for a while, and ads are not bad if it's baked into the code, right? Like the game has like one advertiser and like you'll see a billboard randomly while walking in the game or whatever. But these motherfuckers are talking about dynamic ads. Now, what that means is serving ads through basically the internet. They want to be able to update it whenever they want. So like in theory, with a dynamic inserted ad, they could change the ad every hour. So one hour it might be Blue Chews, the next it might be Factor or some shit like that, or Surfshark or some shit like that. Now the reason that's problematic is that can fuck with the performance of the game. Or like it might turn games into always needing to be online. Like I don't see this being good. This is a slippery slope. And it pisses me off because EA has they got Jedi Survivor, they got the Jedi series, and they got Mass Effect, man. It's fucking annoying. Commercial breaks during the loading screens. Yep. Yeah, NordVPN to unlock a chest. They already not optimized? Yeah. So keep an eye on this, man. Do not be surprised if this starts to get inserted more into your games. This could become a thing. NordVPN. Sony announces 2 PlayStation CEOs to replace Jim Ryan. Remember, learn the names. In a change, the company will be led by, Jim Ryan stepping down. And in a change, the company will be led by 2 CEOs with Herman Holst, and I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, dude. Hidaki Nishino, both stepping into new leadership positions. Holst will serve as CEO of the new studio business group, Sony announced in a message to staff from interim CEO Hitoki Todoroki or something. Nishino, meanwhile, will be appointed the CEO of the company's platform business group. The two will take up their new roles on June 1st when chairman steps away. In this new role, Holst will be responsible for all first-party PlayStation game content, as well as bringing its franchises to new mediums such as film and television. Translation, guys. If you're not happy in the future about PlayStation exclusives, if you're starting to feel like they're all kind of samey, this is the guy to blame. If every game is starting to feel like The Last of Us and Spider-Man 2, that kind of third person, too many damn cutscenes over the shoulder, you know what I'm talking about, them PlayStation exclusives. This is the guy to keep an eye on. He's making those decisions. What is this? Let me get back to this. I don't care about your statement. Nishimo will be previously Sony's vice president, platform experience. He will continue to oversee technology, products, and services, and platform experiences as part of this new role. Translation: if at any point somebody steals your credit card info off of PSN, this is the guy you need to be. This is the name you need. This is the name you need to know. If at any point PlayStation pulls that bullshit again where you buy TV, which first of all, stop buying TV shows on PlayStation. TV shows where they pull a game off your hard drive, this is the guy's name you need to know. Saving it in my notes. I don't know why you niggas watching fucking TV on your PlayStation, bro. Just fucking stream it from your TV. Oh, shit. Or buy a DVD. Yeah, but they've already proven they can't be trusted buying digital shit. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. I didn't really see too many people talk about that. PlayStation will have 2 new CEOs. We're about to take a trip to Poland. Poland to scrutinize digital game platforms like Steam and PSN on suspicion of anti-competitive practices. Polish regulators have expressed concerns over possible anti-competitive practices by digital video game platforms. The Office of Competition and Consumer Protection may initiate proceedings based on the analysis of the collected data. According to their website, the regulator recently launched a preliminary investigation to find out whether Steam, PSN, and other digital platforms are violating the country's antitrust laws. They suspect that certain game companies may engage in practices such as abusing their dominant position in the digital game distribution market, exploiting game developers and imposing high prices for players, restricting the sale of games on rival platforms or other stores, interfering with the pricing and discount policies of game developers and publishers, limiting market access to rival platforms and other digital providers. Everyone's getting hit with these. Man, I hope they do get hit with this shit. Because this is good for the consumer. And the main reason is this: limiting market access to rival platforms and other digital service providers. It sounds like they're saying basically they want, let's say like a PlayStation game comes to PC. Sony is pretty much only been bringing their games to Steam. But what if the publisher and the developer also want to put their, like, let's say Sony Santa Monica wants to put God of War Ragnarok on Green Man Gaming, not just Steam. They're basically saying PlayStation is blocking them from being on other platforms, which also stifles competition, because if your product is on one platform, you can charge whatever you want. But if it's on several, then we got a marketplace. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, get them, Polish government, get them. The digital game distribution market is displacing traditional sales, the president said. Gamers are increasingly less likely to buy games in boxes, but are sourcing digital copies on online sales platforms. At the same time, we see that there may be restricted practices by major players in the market. I need the American government to pay attention. The regulator has already inspected the headquarters of Sony Group in Poland and 2 offices of local game developers and publishers. It is currently analyzing the collected evidence, and if it confirms the suspicions, they may launch antitrust proceedings and bring charges against specific companies. I wouldn't be surprised if Sony released their own PC game launcher. That would be bad, because first of all, you already know that shit's going to be unoptimized. And then 2, there's never going to be a sale. And that's why I said this is a good thing they're being investigated. We want more sales, and to get more sales, we need more marketplaces. It's a good thing that there's a lot of different marketplaces besides Steam, even if Steam is your favorite platform. Especially because those other marketplaces usually sell Steam codes. You just put the code in, bro. Yeah, go ahead and investigate them. We like to hear that. I don't really have too much to say about this one. Just, kicking somebody while they're down. Warner Bros. Says the failure of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League contributed to a $200 million hit in revenue. Translation: we spent a lot of money on the development. Keep in mind, this game was in development since like 2014. We spent a lot of money on development, advertising, getting it on platforms, and nobody bought it. Plus, we got to maintain the services. Nobody bought it. Shit. But having to have multiple launchers, though? What do you mean having multiple launchers, though? You weren't listening, Dust. I just said a lot of Green Man Gaming codes, they're Steam codes. A lot of other platforms, they're usually just Steam codes. They're being led behind the barn. I read somewhere that Rocksteady is not in trouble though, but I'd imagine they can't get one more miss. Nexon though, they're not happy. Why y'all not playing the finals? What's going on? Why y'all not playing the game? I think at this point, Suicide Squad should just go free to play. Like how many? I swear every stream we look it up. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Steam DB. There's 107 people in game. In the last 24 hours, it peaked at 136. Let's see. In the last month, well, they peaked at 300. The lowest is 124. That's crazy. Yeah, they should just go ahead and make it free to play. Because like, why do you keep letting all this negative press come out about the game? It would boost the numbers. The finals kept my attention for about 8 hours. Well, you suck at games, Cammy, so it don't really matter. Another game that's not doing well though. What up, June? The numbers are rising. All right, okay. Nexon's The Finals not hitting the mark. In a financial letter published recently by Nexon, it was revealed the launch of Season 2 in March created a short-lived increase in player metrics, but delivered lower than expected retention and revenue. The Embark team is working with our Korea-based live operations team to understand and address the key issues. You can't. It's dead. It's going to die. It's going to die slower than Kill the Justice League, Suicide Squad. But the issue with this game was the lack of content. I liked the game, but it just was not enough content. I feel like they had like a good 3-month window to themselves because there's not a lot of multiplayer games out right now. That's one of the reasons why people are excited about Marvel Rivals. They had the whole multiplayer lane to themselves, and what did they do? Nothing. They put out a game with 2 game modes where one of them wasn't good, in my opinion. It rewarded way too much fuckery. They should have had way more content. They were too focused on trying to monetize the game. They had a shit ton of skins in this shit. Will XDefiant be the next to die slowly? I'm not gonna go. Well, nah, because a lot of people are excited about XDefiant. XDefiant will be popping for at least a month. What happens after that, I don't know. Any new multiplayer game that drops, I always give it at least a month. It's gonna have like a moment. But what happens after that, I don't know. We're gonna be keeping an eye on XDefiant. But I'm gonna be honest, my gut tells me XDefiant will have a community. How big, I don't know, but I feel like it will have a community because I feel like a lot of disgruntled Call of Duty players are very excited about the game. I personally know a lot of people that are excited about the game. Also, it's free to play, cross play. So we'll see. Fire ass skins admittedly. They did have some fire skins in this game. They did. They just added a new mode last Thursday after forever. Yeah, they took too long. It's literally just, this is the same issue Multiverses had. I thought Multiverses was a decent game. It lacked content. The real issue is not the game itself. Well, it is with the lack of content, but also the biggest issue is, I keep saying it, one thing I feel like these developers do not take into consideration, they just look at how much money you can make. You're not looking at the idea that there's more competition than ever. There's more competition than ever. And when you have more competition, you better show up. They didn't show up. If people have something else to play besides your game and your game lacks content, we're moving on. We are moving on. There's a lot of ADHD gamers. Yo, shout out to Charles with the sub. I appreciate it. XDefiant will succeed depending on Call of Duty. Yeah, and then if Call of Duty fails too, like this year's, although I don't know, based off the rumors, because it's supposed to be a Black Ops, I don't know. But if it does fail, it'll boost XDefiant's numbers. Square Enix is dropping console exclusives in a massive policy change. I have ADHD, I agree. Oh, there's no link to the article. I mean, I could summarize it. Oh, it's right here. I can still summarize it. The gist of it is Square Enix admits that their games are not making a lot of money being exclusive to PlayStation, so they're moving them to other platforms. So I'd imagine Final Fantasy 16 didn't do well. And Rebirth didn't do well either, surprisingly. And then, Square Enix also has games like that, Legend of Mana, like all those obscure JRPGs, Dragon Quest, I think, too. Those games don't sell well. They're very niche. I don't know why they've been exclusive for so long. This bit of it. Oh, yeah, Foam Stars. Oh, I'm mad at y'all about Foam Stars. Y'all meme the fuck out that game. Didn't nobody play it, bruh. Foam Stars is one of the biggest flops of 2014. And they're lucky it flew. Like, nobody gave a fuck about it. Like, Square, yo, Foam Stars is the best kind of flop because nobody gave a fuck about it, right? Versus Square Enix does not want to be Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad is the worst kind of flop because people were looking forward to it. So lucky for them, nobody gave a fuck about the game. I'm gonna be honest, if I was Square Enix, shut the servers down. Save some money. Nobody cares about Foam Stars. Move those assets, those resources over to producing something else that people care about. They'll play it in 6 years later if the servers are on. So yeah, basically expect to see more Square Enix games on other platforms. I still play Foam Stars. Yeah. What class you play, buddy? Huh? What class you play? Get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, I already did this. The ads and the Suicide Squad shit. They gave it away for PS Plus and still no one played it. They gave it away for free and still nobody played it. Let's go in the sub box. That's insane behavior. Insane. You know your game is ass when they don't even want to play it for free. All right, let's see what trailers we got. I don't know how deep I'm going in the sub box because we're like days behind. Again, you sound like you could be a video game business consultant. I've thought about it. It's funny enough, my girl tells me about that shit. She tells me I need to do a lot of different things, but I don't know how to get into that shit. Like, how do you make it so your word matters, you know? Be like, yo, I got my ear to the streets. I know what the people like. Let me talk to you. You see the new Chat GPT 4.0 demo? No, I did not. Are you talking about the new voice translation thing? That was pretty cool. Street Fighter 6 balance changes. Necrophosis, what? The Google tech shit. It matters now. You got 535 people. Let's review the Chat GPT. Does somebody have a summary of Chat GP? What is this, GPT 4.0? What a weird ass name. Why not call it? Is it 5? Is this supposed to be 5? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My favorite AI right now is Claude. I've been fucking with Claude. I actually subscribe to the premium joint right now. For I don't know how long I am, but like right now I do. I like their image analyzation. That helps me with like thumbnails and shit like that. It's Chat GPT 4 Omega. But that's what I've been on lately, Claude. Let's until Chat GPT 5 comes out, or that 4. Yeah, I need to see what that's about. Dead by Daylight, Tennis Manager, who cares? I'd say next time you meet at like an event like the Capcom office, maybe ask if there are positions like that, who's best to contact. True. Official Dumpson Lux. I don't care about that. Project T. Project T. I've been using a lot of Adobe Firefly while editing. Image Creator works like a dream. Oh, don't say that. You've been using AI in your editor? I watched a video that randomly hit my algorithm, and it was basically two real artists basically just bitching and complaining about how Adobe has been implementing a lot of AI features into it. They were like, artists are not gonna like this. People in general are gonna hate this. And like, I'm like listening to the video. I'm like, you people are so out of touch, nigga. You hate it. Like, you're completely driven by emotion. Remove your emotion out of it. I get it, because you're a real artist. But a nigga like me who doesn't draw, you think I hate that? Like, you think I hate that my fucking my workflow has been streamlined even further? I was like, yeah. I was like, you're making it even more inevitable. I got Mid-Journey for thumbnails. This shit is amazing. No. I use Adobe's AI to help edit my photos. Like, yo, you cannot stop it. You better get with the program, bro. You better get with the program. Mullet Mad Jack. What the fuck? Vigor. That sounds racial. Alazar. That's Landon. Your new thumbnails are fire. Appreciate it. Are you gonna check out Killing Floor 3? Most likely not. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, new Star Wars Acolyte? Top Spin Accolades trailer. You know the game's good. New Bluey trailer? No, that's the Bluey channel. I was supposed to re-up on my Mid-Journey, but my prompts aren't great. Oh, sometimes I use Claude to write prompts. Like, let me put y'all on the game. I shouldn't really be doing this, but like, you can use AI to generate AI images. Like, I don't know. Let's say I wanted to generate an image of me dressed as Iron Man. My brain would type create black man. Also, because I know how to put my face into it. Iron Man like flying in the sky. Like, I need a mid-journey prompt that produces a portrait of a male dressed as Iron Man. I can't spell. Oh, come on, computer. I use Adobe AI to widen my images. Yeah, be like, y'all can get mad all you want. That shit ain't going nowhere. Iron Man flying through blue skies. Overly expressive, happy face. Let's see. Planes in the sky. Smoke. I'm trying to think. Can you attach an image? Yeah, you can. We'll just go with that. Like, that's how I would write it out, like super straightforward. But then you could tell it to give you a more descriptive joint. It says, this is the prompt. Prompt of a male wearing an Iron Man suit, flying through vibrant blue skies, exaggerated happy facial expressions, eyes wide open, huge grin, planes flying in the background, leaving contrails, wispy smoke trails, billowing clouds, ultra detailed, hyper realistic, octane render, unreal. I've had way better prompts. That was like a super easy one that I came on the top of my head. But like, yeah, you can use AI to help you write better prompts. I don't know if y'all know that. You can use the AI to help you make better AI. Wait, Claude is free. There's a free version. I'm using the premium one, but even the free one's really good. Do you think you should call yourself an artist if you make art this way? I don't even care. that's not even a thought process. Like, nigga, I'm just trying to make thumbnails. I don't care. Me personally, do I look at myself as an artist? No. Maybe like a prompt engineer. Like I've gotten really good at this shit. Like, you can call me a prompt engineer. I don't know if I'd call myself an artist, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm the reason I'm laughing because I've never even thought about that. That's not even the way I'm thinking of it. And maybe that's why some artists get so offended by that shit. Maybe they think a lot of people view themselves as like artists. Nah, I don't view myself as that. Like, bro, I'm just trying to get a thumbnail when I get like, what the fuck, dude? You're a creative, something like that. But yeah, I like Claude. It's really good. It's really good at analyzing images. Like, let me see. All right, let me see. For thumbnail art, I mean, was there one where I'm trying to see if there's one where I told it to analyze some pictures for me. Is this it? No. Oh, I used it to do this. So I made a video about the Marvel Rivals contract. They're trying to like silence people. The video should be coming out soon. I don't know. I was too lazy to type out the text. They put out an apology. I was too lazy to type out the text. So I put the image in here and I told it to tell me what it says. And then I just copy and pasted the text into my script because I wanted to quote it. Just a way you could use AI basically instead of having to sit there type every little thing. So yeah, Claude does that better than ChatGPT, analyzing images and shit. I wish I could show y'all like my thumbnail shit, but like I had it ask, I made 3 different thumbnails. And then I said, which one do you think will get a highest click-through rate? And it picked for this video. I'm putting y'all on game. I should be charging y'all. I made 3 thumbnails for this one, and it said this thumbnail has the best chance of a high click-through rate. It was right. It did it. This video is doing good. Using AI. Yeah, you gotta get creative. ChatGPT can't do that shit. At least not very well. But anyways, back to what I was doing before I make all the artists mad. The streets appreciate the new Black Guy Tales. Somebody got to do it. Street Fighter 6 battle balance update. Let's see what this is saying for. Yeah, I don't want to get canceled by the artists. Why does shit look so ashy? He and Malik, I thought I should let you know. Is he struggling? That's ChatGPT 4.0, but is it gonna state what it's doing? Man, fuck this shit. Let me look at this ChatGPT shit.
OpenAI, the makers of ChatGPT, are out with a new model AI called GPT-4o.
Supporters say the latest artificial intelligence language model will make ChatGPT.
He was on the Fire Giant all day. It was comedy. I watched the whole Godskin fight. That shit had me dying. He was struggling with that shit.
And it will be free.
ABC 7 News reporter Suzanne Fawn is live in the newsroom with a look at exactly what this thing can do, Suzanne.
So Dan, Dion,
as an artist, I'll walk into oncoming traffic before letting a content creator upset me. I respect that. Like, do your thing. Like, I have the stance of like, I'm like, yo, if you don't like that I use AI for my workflow, like, I respect, you're allowed to be mad. But like, my stance is, what are you going to do about it? Like, I stand on that shit. What are you going to do, pussy? Like, you going to come confiscate my computer? Get your bitch ass on, bro. You going to tweet at me, nigga? I'll mute you. Like, you're mad. Like,
it can engage in real-time spoken conversations.
I do not care.
It can interpret and generate text, images, and audio. Not everyone's on board with the changes, though.
Oh, it can do text, images, and audio. Okay, hold up. Like I said, like, if this shit fire, I might have to cancel my Claude subscription, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not subscribing to multiple AIs.
We don't want to die! Pause AI! Pause AI! Pause AI! Pause AI!
In the Mission District at OpenAI headquarters,
I love how they're protesting technology while using technology. This is so... Let's do a protest where we protest technology using technology to capture it all.
in the Mission District at OpenAI headquarters, dozens of demonstrators demanding to pause AI.
I'm not upset because we're not anti-technology. We love that GPT can be useful. So we're sounding the alarm that we need to hit the pause button. It's too soon for us to be able to handle superhuman intelligence because we need more research into how to make it safe.
OpenAI, Google, Meta, they're all working to build increasingly
literally feels like a Black Mirror episode.
Models that power chatbots.
I get that. They're basically worried about Ultron becoming a thing. The good news is Claude doesn't do anything like that. It only helps you like solve basic problems and shit like that. But like ChatGPT, like, yeah, they're kind of opening the floodgate to use it for anything. So I guess I get that, yeah.
OpenAI unveiled GPT-4o, and it's making it free to all users.
GPT-4o provides GPT-4 level intelligence, but it is much
I do agree with some legislation in place. Yeah, because I don't want Ultron either. I get that.
It will allow users to interact with it on desktop and through improved voice conversations.
Hey, ChatGPT, I'm Mark. How are you?
Oh, Mark.
So I seen the video on Twitter. So basically they announced that ChatGPT will be able to be installed on your phone and you'll be able to do like a live translation. Like you'll be able to say something in your phone. In the demonstration, he was speaking English and she was speaking Italian, and it was able to translate back and forth within like 2 or 3 seconds. It was pretty much almost instant. And like, this was like, it was impressive. Like everybody was hyping it up, but then I'm like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is a controlled environment. They got good internet. I feel like we're still 10 years away from this shit. And the reason being is like, in order to do this, you're going to need a strong internet connection, right? Mobile cell towers are still not there. So like, imagine being on a hike and you run into somebody who doesn't speak English and you need to pull out your translator, right? You're on the fucking mountain. You run into somebody speaking Spanish. You're not going to be able to translate shit. You're in the fucking mountains, bruh. Yeah, no wind, no background noise. Like, it's still like, it's like, until this is like actually cooked into the phone and you don't need internet for it, like it's a part of the actual software, like we still got a long way to go.
I'm doing great.
ChatGPT-4o will use text and vision. It can view
passport bro device. Yeah, niggas in Colombia about to go crazy.
Shots, photos, documents, or charts uploaded by users.
Starlink is expensive.
Conversation about them. Tech expert Professor Ahmed Manafa explains.
It's basically listening and can see through the camera and can give answers.
OpenAI executives demonstrated a spoken conversation with ChatGPT to get real-time instructions for solving a math problem, to get coding advice, and to tell a bedtime story.
Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte.
OpenAI presenters also showed
What about the AI NVIDIA's working with? I don't know anything about it besides that app that they release. All that thing, from my knowledge, all that thing can do is like scan your documents. It's pretty useless.
Model detecting users' emotions.
It's not like a problem-solving AI.
I feel a lot better. Thank you so much.
OpenAI says ChatGPT-4o will be free for all users. Paid users will continue to have up to 5 times the capacity limits of free users.
It's a smart move because they can get the data. That's very good. This is one way to train the model more and more. It's another step, towards something we call is the perfect AI, which is basically the AI will have all the 5 senses.
Fun fact: he's sitting in front of the NBA 2K servers.
Human, and we can see it, advancing very fast.
That's why his camera's barely working, because their servers barely work.
We expected.
This OpenAI announcement comes a day before Google's big I/O developer conference. The tech giant is expected to announce updates to its Gemini AI model. Live in the newsroom, Suzanne Fawn.
Yeah, I want to see what they're doing with Gemini too. I was thinking about subscribing to them. The reason being is Google is doing something smart. Right now, if you pay $20 a month, because like I have a Google Drive. A cloud, I use their cloud service for moving files, working with editors, writing documents and stuff like that. I pay for 2 terabytes. For $20 a month, you can get 2 terabytes in the cloud. Plus you get a free subscription to Google Gemini. So like I'm thinking about switching to that too, but like I got to see if Gemini is good or not. Like I said, I really like Claude right now.
VC7 News.
The AI developments never end. Suzanne, thank you.
Yeah, let's look at since we're talking about fucking technology, let's turn into a MKBHD stream. It's meh. Yeah, last time I tried it with like Bard, I didn't really like it. Like even basic shit, it was fucking up on.
All of you with us. More than
Claude is very smart though.
Developers use Gemini models across our tools.
What does that mean for me?
You're using it to debug code, get new insights, and to build the next generation of AI applications.
It's more of the same. That's unfortunate.
Bringing Gemini's breakthrough capabilities across our products in powerful ways. We'll show examples today across search, photos, workspace, Android, and more.
Today we have some
new
progress to share about the future of AI assistants that we're calling Project Astra. Building on our Gemini
Let's talk about Clay from Love is Blind is dating Selena Powell. Honestly, Cammy, fuck you. You just spoiled the show for me.
We developed
I'm not done. We're not done watching it.
Faster.
Now I got to sit there. Next time my girl comes over, now I got to sit there and lay there and act like I don't know what's about to happen, bro.
Encoding video frames, combining the video and speech input into a timeline of events, and caching this for efficient recall.
Tell me when.
How is that spoiling it?
Sound.
I was like, yeah, baby, that's crazy. I can't believe Clay doing that like that. And it's funny too, because Clay and that black girl are my favorite characters in the show. My favorite people, the toxic couple, bro. The toxic couple.
I see a
Yeah, Selena Powell is nasty work though.
Do you remember?
Are you bringing her up just because she dated academics too? And I know you hate him. Like
saw my glasses?
Yes, I do. Your glasses were on the desk.
Yeah, another L for the OVO camp.
What can I add here to make this system faster?
I'm never going to use this. We're moving on.
I'm excited to announce our newest, most capable generative video model.
Unedited raw video. Okay. Okay. Sora AI competitor, VO.
VO creates high-quality 1080p videos from text, image...
That looks like AI. That doesn't look as good as Sora.
...and video prompts. It can capture the details...
It might be compression, though.
...in different visual and cinematic styles. You can prompt for things like aerial shots of a landscape or a time-lapse, and further edit your videos using additional prompts. You can use VO in our new experimental tool called VideoFX. We're exploring features like storyboarding and generating longer scenes.
I just don't understand how you can hate something like this. Like, no, I don't want to use your stock footage. I don't want to pay $50 a month to use your stock footage. When I just produced a commentary video and I need a shot of a soccer mom letting her kids out to practice because I mentioned something like that in my script, I can just type a prompt in there and get a totally original video. I'm not apologizing for using it.
VO gives you unprecedented creative control.
Core technology is Google DeepMind's generative video model that has been trained to
no more copyright strikes
into output video.
It looks good.
We are able to bring ideas
Why he look like Childish Gambino
that were otherwise not possible. We can visualize things on a time scale that's 10 or 100 times faster than before.
Today,
that does look good, actually. That's interesting. That looks like a Sora competitor.
Next generation of TPUs called
that was him? Trillium
delivers a 4.7x improvement in compute performance per chip over the previous generation.
The droids are getting faster.
And performant TPU today. will make
That's nerd shit. I don't care.
processes we announced last month our first custom.
More nerd shit. I just want to know, everyday people, how can you help us?
Exciting
We don't care. You got more giga and gigawatts.
Gemini has been in Google search. In the past year, we've answered billions of queries as part of her search generative experience.
He dropped a new album too.
Using it to
It's
search.
not new. It's mostly like remixes. But I like that Avista song, like the first one. That shit is fire.
In entirely new ways and asking new types of questions, longer and more complex queries, even searching with photos, and getting back the best the web has to offer.
I've noticed that's a thing now. I actually like this. I don't know if y'all noticed that. When you Google stuff now, you usually get an AI-generated answer at the top.
We've been testing this experience
What's up, friend?
outside of labs, and we are encouraged to see not only an increase in search usage, but also an increase in user satisfaction. I'm excited to announce that we'll begin launching this fully revamped experience, AI overviews, to everyone in the US this week, and we'll bring it to more countries soon.
Oh, so everybody didn't have it. I've been had that shit. Y'all got that? Like the AI overviews on Google? Fat butt, fat butt, fat butt. Juicy booty, juicy booty, juicy booty.
Say you're heading to Dallas to celebrate your anniversary, and you're looking for the perfect restaurant. What you get here breaks AI out of the box, and it brings it to the whole page. Our Gemini model uncovers the most interesting angles for you to explore and organizes these results into these helpful clusters. Like you might never have considered restaurants with live music, or ones with historic charm. Our model even uses contextual factors, like the time of the year.
I'm sorry. Have any of y'all ever Googled a restaurant and been like, I want to go to a restaurant with historical architecture? Like, what? Nigga, who does that? I just want to know if the food is good. If 5 stars or not. Like,
Well, does not stay in place.
this doesn't have a this restaurant doesn't have a fucking fish tank. Fuck that place. Like, what are you talking about?
And in a near instant, Google gives me an AI overview.
Yeah, we know. You've been over that AI overview. Gemini AI live voice chat.
In-depth conversation with Gemini using your voice. We're calling this new experience Live. Using Google's latest speech models, Gemini can better understand you and answer naturally. You can even interrupt while Gemini is responding, and it will adapt to your speech patterns. And this is just the beginning.
Yeah,
We're excited to bring the speed gains and video understanding capabilities from Project Astra to the Gemini app.
Understand my speech patterns. AI can't understand all this real nigga shit.
When you go live, you'll be able to open your camera so Gemini can see what you see and respond to your surroundings in real time. Now, the way I use Gemini isn't the way you use Gemini. So we're rolling out a new feature that lets you customize it for your own needs and create personal experts on any topic you want. We're calling these gems. They're really simple to set up.
Your
Just
phone
tap
dropping
to
gems?
Create a gem, write your instructions once, and come back whenever you need it.
We've embarked on a multi-year journey to reimagine Android with AI at the core.
I'm disappointed. How you gonna boot up the Android at the Android meeting? They should have had the loudest we ever heard right there. And next, we're talking about Android. Blow out all the eardrums in the fucking crowd and shit.
It starts
next
with 3
gen
breakthroughs you'll
Android
see this year. First, we're putting AI-powered search right at your fingertips, creating entirely new ways to get the answers you need. Second, Gemini is becoming your new AI assistant on Android, there to help
So that shit ain't gonna work because it sucks.
you anytime. And third, we're harnessing on-device AI to unlock new experiences that work as fast as you do while keeping your sensitive data private. One thing we've heard from students is that they're doing more of their schoolwork directly on their phones and tablets.
Yeah, because niggas is cheating. They ain't doing no. We heard students are doing more of their work on their phones and tablets. They ain't doing no work, nigga. They asking. I've literally seen TikToks of niggas say. I seen a TikTok of a nigga at his college graduation. He said, "Thanks, chatbot GPT." I'm like, why would you say that, bro? At least wait a week. At least wait till you get the paper or something like that. Like, god damn.
So we thought, could Circle the Search be your perfect study buddy? Let's say my son needs help with a tricky physics word problem, like this one. My first thought is, oh boy.
This is a blessing and a
I
curse.
thought about kinematics. If he's stumped on this question, instead of putting me on the spot, he can circle the exact part he's stuck on and get step-by-step instructions, right where he's already doing the work.
Now, we're making Gemini context.
This nigga just stood on stage and said, now your kids can cheat during your homework. That's what you said, bruh. It'll straight give you the answer. Yeah, critical thinking will be gone in 5 years. I could argue it's gone now, bruh. I could argue it's gone now. I literally tweeted today, one of my favorite things about Kai streaming Elden Ring is it started off as just a challenge for him. But you can tell later in the game now he genuinely enjoys it, and he's exposing the game to a new audience that most likely dismissed it. The first response was from somebody who said, Elden Ring don't need no promotion. I don't know why you bringing him up. I'm like, bro, that's not what I said. Wasn't it game of the year? Yeah, it was, but that's not what I said. People who watch Kai, I'm going to be honest, they most likely were not playing Elden Ring. It's a completely different audience. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's good for the culture. You saw that shit? He deleted the tweet. I'm like, bro, it was literally in the last sentence. For people who dismiss that type of game, him playing it is good. I'm like, that stuff makes me mad, because I'm like, how did you not comprehend that? Like, it wasn't a mystery, bruh. People just want to be right about shit, bruh. So you talk about, oh, it's going to be gone in 5, nigga, it's gone now. Like, and that's why I said, yo, this is a blessing and a curse. These type of tools are great for people who do use critical thinking, because people who do, it's just going to be another tool in their repertoire to continue for them to grow. But for people who are just looking for an easy way out, this shit is going to be detrimental, which is a lot of people, most people I'd argue, it's going to be a detriment to society.
Aware. So it can anticipate what you're trying to do and provide more helpful suggestions in the moment.
Dude.
In other words, to be a more helpful assistant. So let me show you how this works. And I have my shiny new Pixel 8a here to help me.
Oh my God.
80% of the crowd most likely has iPhones. I don't know why they clapping.
So my friend Pete is asking if I want to play pickleball this weekend. And I know how to play tennis, sort of. I had to say that for the demo. But I'm new to this pickleball thing. So I'm going to reply and try to be funny. And I'll say, is that like tennis?
My girl trying to get me to play pickleball. She asked me that last week. You want to play pickleball? I was like, I heard about that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is pickleball, though? And then she was like, it's like tennis, but like a smaller court. I'm like, oh, so it's tennis for less athletic people? Let's just play tennis, bro. What the fuck? Why would I want to play loser shit? Like, it's fun. Just play tennis.
This would be actually a lot funnier with a meme. So let me bring up Gemini to help with that. And I'll say, create image of tennis with pickles.
My knees still work. I can run.
Is that the Gemini window now hovers in place above the app so that I stay in the flow. Okay, so that generates some pretty good images. What's nice is I can then drag and drop any of these directly into the
Seeing other companies do keynotes compared to Apple's is cringeworthy. It's very similar to Apple's, Cammy. Cut it out. Quit being a drone. This is just like Apple's. It's just not in an all-white background.
Specific questions about the video. So for example, what is can't type the 2 bounce rule? Because that's something that I've heard about but don't quite understand in the game. By the way, this uses signals like YouTube's captions, which means you can use it on billions of
It's taking too long to get that answer.
So give it a moment.
It's taking too long.
There. I get a nice, succinct answer. The ball must bounce once on each side of the court after a serve.
These examples are so weird, because why would I ever do this? Why would I ever watch a video about pickleball and then ask questions about pickleball when I can just Google what are the rules to pickleball? Why would I do this?
So instead of trolling through this entire document, I can pull up Gemini to help.
This is what I mean by like, yo, I need a real world use case. That's not a real world use case to me.
Need, and offers me an Ask This PDF option. So if I tap on that, Gemini now ingests all of the rules to become a pickleball expert. And that means I can ask very esoteric questions, like, for example,
or just ask the person who invited you to play, right? Right. If 4 friends get together to play pickleball and you never played before, I'm just going to assume one of the 3 friends probably have played it before. Like, what?
Serves. And there you have it. It turns out, nope, spin serves are not allowed. So
what are the rules to basketball? Put the damn ball in the hoop.
Question. It also shows me exactly when
Indeed.com, dude.
Building Google AI directly into the OS elevates the entire smartphone experience. And Android is the first mobile operating system to include a built-in on-device foundation model. This lets us bring Gemini goodness from the data center right into your...
That's cool in theory. The issue is Gemini fucking sucks. Like, this would be more impressive if, because basically what they're saying is their Gemini AI model is built directly into the phone. So it probably won't be as internet heavy, but like, why not put ChatGPT or Claude on the phone? Nobody wants to use Gemini.
Pocket. So the experience is faster while also protecting your privacy. Starting with Pixel later this year, we'll be expanding what's possible with our latest model, Gemini Nano with multimodality.
Shout out to John 3D with the sub.
Your phone can understand the world the way you understand it. So not just through text input, but also through sights, sounds, and spoken language.
Before we wrap, I have a feeling that someone out there might be counting how many times we have mentioned AI today. And since the big theme today has been letting Google do the work for you, we went ahead and counted so that you don't have to. That might be a record in how many times someone has said AI.
Wow. Meh, I don't really see anything that like I want to use. I'll be sticking to my iPhone for now. Apple will eventually come with AI in like 10 years. You know, they're always late to the party. But yeah, I didn't really see anything that excited me. And I didn't really see anything from Chat 4. This name is fire the marketing team. This shit is ass. Just call it Chat GPT 5 or something. You saw the new iPad? Nah, does it got a feature on there I need to know about? Because I already got an iPad and I don't even use it. These MKTBH stream segments. Apple partner with GPT. Did they say whether or not they're going to be implementing it into their platforms, to the Apple ecosystem? Apple GPT. Necrophosis official photo mode trailer. Oh fuck no, yo, don't care about this. They did. Nice. So what? What's the ETA on that? What do you think when do you think it's going to be part of the ecosystem? Also, I'm going to be honest. Unless it's the premium version, I don't care. I don't want the free version on the phone because then you do it on the web browser. You charging fucking $1,000 for an Apple phone? It better have the latest model of ChatGPT with all the plugins for free. For power users like me. Shout out to Push Play DJ with the sub.
Hey everyone, I'm Audrey, lead producer at Midwinter Entertainment.
Project T.
Last year, we gave you a very small glimpse of a project we started working on set in the Dead by Daylight universe. I'm happy to say that we have more to show.
They were playing BBL Drizzy at the comic book store today. It's a blessing.
Instead of showing you a close to final game with some polished gameplay, we wanted to let you in on the development process. Right now, Project T is a work in progress, more than a fully fledged game. Our goal is to craft an experience with all of you and create something that you would be eager to play.
Yeah.
Let's hear more about Project T with our creative director.
Yeah.
Hey everyone.
Yeah, it's set inside the Dead by Daylight universe, they said.
What an honor it is to be working in the Dead by Daylight universe.
Am I playing with viewers? Playing with the boys.
These multiplayer thrills and its dark, mature setting brings just the right kind of tension and danger for a game like this. In Project T, you play as trespassers, rough and tumble characters who have been whisked away from their realities and trapped.
We would need a way to go from one point to another while escaping the hordes of Thrall. But there could be
I don't see any gameplay.
That's something we're thinking about. And we'd love to see what kind of ideas you might have.
Yeah, this is too early for me. We don't care. Let me know when a real trailer drops. Stride Fates official. Oh my god. PlayStation VR 2. Another one of the biggest flops of the century.
Is life.
What is this shit?
That couldn't be more.
Mirror's Edge? They're not even trying to hide it. This is literally Mirror's Edge.
Aaron City. And the place torn apart by gangs and corporate rats.
I feel like this is a lawsuit. Yeah, like, is this allowed?
Only rely on our legs.
It's not the fact that it's a first-person parkour game like Mirror's Edge. It's the fact that all the buildings are white. It has like that yellow. It has the same exact aesthetic. Like, what the fuck? Mirror's Corner. That's not Mirror's Edge. It's Mirror's Corner. Oh, shit. Mirror's Angle. Like, oh, God. Yeah, see, I can't support that. I fuck with Mirror's Edge, but you get a dislike. Shit. Fuck out of here. Mullet Mad Jack. I feel like there's no trailers going on this today. Broken Glass Mirror's Side. Old school Doom clone. That shit is not Mirror's Edge, it's Mirror Match. Like, wait, what? No, thank you. I'm not playing that. Vigor. It's been days and there's still no good trailers. I'm saying, bro, what is this shit? Oh, okay. Something seems rough about it. Yeah, it feels a little Full Sail. Like, I see the vision, but it feels a little Full Sail. It's a survival game? Upcoming early access third-person action looter shooter. Oh my god. Breath of the Wild? Ever heard of the game Animal Well? Nah. This is colorful. Nah, the AC trailer comes out tomorrow. Finally, we'll have a good trailer, hopefully. Breath of the Full Sail. Full Sail of the Wind. Old school JRPG. The art's nice though. I mean, it looks like a decent JRPG. It's just, I don't know if I'm in the mood to play one of these type of games. You see the Killer Bean trailer? I've seen the old one. Is there a new one? Nested Lands. Cool Maths Premium. Cool Math Games Premium. Coming exclusively to the PlayStation 3. Star Wars Acolyte.
Who trained you?
When does shit come out?
Star Wars The Acolyte.
June 4th. Oh, in 2 weeks. Let's go. We watching that. We definitely watching.